the reasons to why it is that I feel Mortal Kombat 9 is just not a good game. Now, I'm not going to say it's the worst throughout the Mortal Kombat series. Oh, don't worry. I'll save a video for these two another day. And yes, I am fully aware that Mortal Kombat 9 is literally what saved the franchise from dying out. After it is that they dropped this god-awful game, I just wasn't the biggest fan of the tone death fatalities. It is that what Mortal Kombat is usually known for. Ironically enough, people like this game versus Mortal Kombat Armageddon due to the build the fatality thing that a lot of people didn't like that, and that was unbeknownst to me. Yeah, and also Midway ended up going bankrupt literally 3 months after this game had dropped, by the way. One of the things that is I will acknowledge is that they did bring back the original roots of the 2D era versus the 3D. Again, this is also something it is I didn't realize that people did not like, but I like the 3D era, so I didn't really complain too much. It introduced a new era and of course ended up rebooting the story. But rebooting and doing the reimagination of MK1 through 3 is where the problem lies. This wasn't just a brand new start to the series, a fresh new reboot. No, it wasn't that. It was an in continuity reboot, meaning it is that this was only rebooted due to certain levels of events. And what are the events, it is, you may ask? Mortal Kombat's Armageddon. See, the whole point of Armageddon was a massive battle between the growing numbers, in which was 62 playable characters, may I add, that also threatened to destroy all the realms. Argus and Delia, who were gods at the time, was supposed to determine the fate of all of the warriors. Somehow or another, that didn't end up happening. And at the end of Armageddon, we had Dark Raiden and Shao Kahn. I have so many questions here. First question, where the fuck is Taven? The entire conquest in Armageddon was based off of Taven and his brother, may I add. This introduced the terrible retcons that come from NetherRealm Studios storylines based off of this, because somehow or another it is that Taven and Dagon dies. Dark Raiden being at the top of the pyramid, okay, I can able to let that one go. But Shao Kahn, no, and I'm gonna die on that hill to watch. First and foremost, if you go back to looking at Armageddon, Shao Kahn got casted away by no other than Onaga himself. Casted away. He doesn't even have a hammer here. And going back to the backstory of with Shao Kahn, in order for him to get a control of Outworld in the fucking first place, since it is that he was general for Onaga back during Onaga's reign, he poisoned the man until it is he was finally weakened enough to go ahead and fight him. Shao Kahn knew himself that he could not fight Onaga head on. So him being casted away, killing this man, coming back to the pyramid, and then beating everybody else and still having the strength that is that he does, I don't fucking think so. I'm running out of time, so I will go ahead and make a part 2 to this. So like and follow for more.